Now that scripture right there just proved without the shadow of a doubt that John the Baptist was indeed Elijah, reincarnated. Let's further prove this. Book of Mark, chapter 1, verse 2. As it is written where? The New York Times, Daily News, Washington Post? No. As it is written, when the scriptures say as it is written, mean it was written in the Old Testament. As it is written in the prophets, behold, I send my messenger before thy face, which shall prepare thy way before thee. The voice of one crying in the wilderness, prepare ye the way of the Lord, make his path straight. So we know that John the Baptist came preparing the way of Yahushua. Now let's go back over to the book of Malachi, and we're going to get Malachi, the 3rd chapter. Let's go back to the Old Testament. We're going to get Malachi, chapter 3, verse 1. Behold, I will send my messenger, and he shall prepare the way before me. The Lord whom ye seek shall suddenly come to this temple, even the messenger of the covenant, whom ye delight in. Behold, he shall come, saith the Lord of hosts. So, he came. Now let's go over to the book of Matthew, the 11th chapter. And this time, we're going to get verse 10. Going back to Matthew, back to the New Testament, Matthew chapter 11, verse 10, to prove all things. For this is he. What's the subject matter here? This is who? Elijah. John the Baptist. Who's speaking? Yahushua. For this is Matthew 11 and 10. For this is he of whom it is written, behold, I send my messenger before thy face, which shall prepare thy way before thee. So this is John the Baptist is Elijah reincarnated, as we have proven. Let's go back over to the book of Luke. We're going to get Luke, the 1st chapter, and we're going to jump down to verse 76. Luke 1, verse 76. Still not convinced? Because a nigga loves a lie. Luke 1 and 76. And thou shalt be called the prophet of the highest, for thou shalt go before the face of the Lord to prepare his way. What is going on here? The speaking of John the Baptist, who prepared the way for the Christ, so you could understand. Now we're going to jump around. We're going to beat this thing in the head. Let's go back to Malachi, 3rd chapter, 4th verse. Malachi 3, verse 4. Then shall the offering of Judah, Malachi 3 and 4. Then shall the offering of Judah and Jerusalem be pleasant unto the Lord, as in the days of old, as in the former years. So this prophecy, Malachi 3 and 4, has not come about yet. How do we know? Because the offering of Judah and Jerusalem, Judah, the southern kingdom, and the northern kingdom, is not pleasant right now. Why? Because we're in captivity. So now they're talking about his second coming of Yahushua, when Elijah will return to prepare his way, to prepare his path. Now we're talking about the second coming. Let's get it again. Malachi 3 and 4. Then shall the offering of Judah and Jerusalem be pleasant unto the Lord, as in the days of old, and as in former years. And I will come near to you to judgment, and I will be swift witness against the sorcerers, and against the adulterers, and against the false swearers. See, this is talking about the judgment. This is talking about his second coming. This hasn't actually happened yet. It's speaking of Christ's second coming because it says Judah and Israel will be pleasant. So I'm going to get one more scripture, Matthew 17, verse 10, and then I'm going to close this thing out. So don't you ever let someone tell you again that reincarnation is a lie, because we are reading it right here in the scriptures. Matthew 17, verse 10, to prove all things. Then we're going to close this thing out. And his disciples asked him, saying, when? And his disciple, let me read it again and read it correctly. And his disciples asked him, saying, why then say the scribes that Elijah must first come? See, they didn't understand. Just like you in this day and time, it's not given to you to understand. But let's read. And his disciples asked him, saying, why then say the scribes that Elias must first come? And Yahushua answered and said unto them, Elias surely shall first come and restore all things. But I say unto you that Elias, meaning Elijah, is already come, and they knew him not. He's talking about John the Baptist. You do ever not knowing the scriptures nor the power of Yahweh, Yasha'Allah. But blessed be Yahweh. You're going to learn today. And when they were come, when they were come to the multitude, they came. But I say unto you, verse 12, but I say unto you that Elias is already come. That Elias is come already, and they knew him not, but have done unto him whatsoever they listed. Likewise shall also the Son of Man suffer of them. Verse 13. Then the disciples understood that he spake unto them of John the Baptist. So Christ explained to the disciples that Elijah had already come as John the Baptist, reincarnated. So those of you that's being taught falsely by your preachers that reincarnation is a lie, you're off. The preacher needs to get out of the pulpit, and you need to come to the truth, because your time is very short. Playtime is over. You don't want to hear this? Then shalom. Have a nice day. Don't stop on the channel. I'm no longer debating, going back and forth with you knuckleheads that don't want to hear the truth. If you don't want to hear the truth, then shalom. Have a nice day. Keep it moving. To those of you that do want to hear the truth, all praises due to the Most High for being able to receive this. Because if the Most High don't want you to receive this, no matter who's presenting it, no matter how hard they're coming with it, you're not going to understand it. It is not given to you to understand. Once again, my name is Tazadak, and we are the true mouth of God today. And I say, Shalom. Shalom, Yasha'Allah.